Hello guys, welcome back to the channel today. My name is Kosi. Just in case it's the first time coming across my video, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe. On today's video, I'm going to share with you guys on how I made this shoulder wrap top with a belt. As you can see, it has belt, so you can decide to style this belt on three different ways. You can decide to tie this on the front, at your back, or on the both waistline. Anyhow you choose to do it, it's totally fine. So as you can see, I rock this with my short pant, and I have a video on how I made this short pant. I'm going to leave a link on the description box, so if you're interested to see how I made that, you're going to just check my other videos or use my link. So for this particular tutorial, I'm going to share with you guys only on how to make this top. So if you're interested, kindly watch, keep on watching, and let's get into it. So guys, as you can see, I went ahead to fold my fabric by 2, and the length of the top I'm working on is actually 19 inches, but I went ahead to mark 20.5 inches. I'm going to use 1.5 inch for the seam allowance. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm just marking the length, and I came down by 12.5 inches. That 12.5 inch I marked here is at the middle now, is going to serve as my under bust line. This particular line I'm marking here is going to serve as my under bust line, and I'll divide my shoulder by 2, add half inch extra. I'll come down by 8 inches, and I will extend this line. This line you are seeing right here is going to serve as my armhole line. Then I'm going to come up by 1 inch, then I'll make a curve. I'll divide my body measurement by 4, and I'll add 2.5 inches. You get, I'm going to make a point there, then I'll extend those lines. You understand? So after extending those lines, I'm going to mark 3 inches for my wideness on the shoulder line, as you can see. Then after marking this 3 inches wideness, then I'm going to just have to come down by 7.5 inches. This is going to serve as my neck depth. So you can decide to make yours 8 inch, 9 inches, depending on what you want. You understand? So I'm just going to go ahead now and cut it off. So guys, I would like to share things with you right here. I would like to tell you something. So guys, because I'm managing this fabric, I supposed to, after cutting this front piece, I'm supposed to place it on top of another fabric. Get on top of the second fabric now that I'm going to use to cut off our back piece. I'm supposed to place this front piece on another fabric to cut out the back piece, but because I'm managing it and I totally forgot so I went ahead to cut it separately. So if you are making yours, before you start making your curve for your wrap top, you are going to place it to cut out your back piece. You get, before continue from what you are doing. So after doing this, what you see me marked there now is my under bust. Do you understand? Then I came down by 17 inches. I added extra 4.5 inches. This 17 inches I marked there is going to serve as the place I'm going to end my curve for my wrap top. You understand what I'm saying? So after you've marked your neck wideness, go ahead and notch it. From this point I notched it at the shoulder line. As you can see, I went ahead to make my curve to meet exactly that point I marked 17 inches. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I went ahead and cut this thing off. So after cutting this off, I'm going to place another fabric. Then I will place the front piece on this other fabric, and I'm going to cut exactly what I have there. But just place your fabric, make sure your fabric is placed right side facing each other to avoid mistake. Place it right side facing each other, then go ahead and cut it off. Do you get? So after cutting this off right now, I'm going to go ahead and cut my back piece. So let me start explaining the back piece before we get there. To cut my back piece, I already went ahead to draft the measurements for my back, exactly what I did at the front. You get, just the difference is the zipper allowance, which is the 1 inches, but I forgot to add that earlier. It was after I marked my back piece, that's when I remembered that I haven't added my zipper allowance. Then I went ahead to mark it, as you can see. Then I went ahead to mark it like this, and as you can see that I already went ahead to draft my basic measurement for the back before marking the zipper allowance. So what I did now was to add the 1 inches I removed earlier. You get, I'm going to add the 1 inches. So if you're going to get confused, go ahead and retake your measurements. So this is it, and after marking this like this, I am going to just have to cut it off. But I will advise you use your front piece to cut the back piece. Do you understand? So I'm going to explain more of why I say it's important to use your front piece to cut off your back piece. I'm going to explain that later. So after cutting this off, what I did next was that I marked 3 inches for my neck wideness. Then I decided to come down by 4.5 inches. I don't want mine to be that high neck. I don't want it high neck, so I tried to come down by 4 inches. Sorry, not 4.5, 4 inches. Then I'm going to cut it off. Then after cutting it off, I'm going to make a slant. Then I will cut the back piece for the zipper. So right here is the belt. I have 2 inches wideness, so by the time I fold, it's going to give me 1 inch, but I added ½ inch to make it 2.5. So guys, I'm supposed to make this top. I'm supposed to add a bishop sleeve hand, but because I'm managing my fabric, I decided to just make a short sleeve for myself. You understand? So I'm going to just have to mark it like that. My round sleeve is actually 11. I divided it by 2, then add 1.5 inches for the allowance. Then I'm just going to just have to cut it out like this. So guys, I'm done cutting. What I'm going to do now is that I am just going to have to go to my sewing machine and pipe my neckline. I'm going to use bias for this. This is exactly how it's going to look like by the time I'm done making everything, as you can see. But I'm going to first of all pipe this neckline, both the front and the back piece. Do you understand? So go to your machine and place it like this on your machine. Use your bias or whatever you have to pipe the neckline, as you see me doing like this. So guys, this is the back. I went ahead to sew it just to hold it in place, but I'm going to loosen it a little bit from the shoulder. Then after piping, I will remove it. So guys, this is it. I used my bias. As you can see, it's looking so beautiful. This is the front piece. Do you see it? Can you see? Sorry. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and I'm going to run a stitch. You get? I'm going to run a stitch on this front piece, and after running a stitch, I'm going to place it right side facing each other, both the front and the back piece. Then I'm going to have to sew the shoulder. As you can see, I sewed this shoulder with ½ an inch, and I went ahead to make a top stitch on this front piece. You get? So the reason why I said it's very important to cut your front piece on your back piece. You get? The reason why I say, as you can see, I have excess there. So if you use your front piece to cut on your back piece, you are not going to have excess. Even if you are having just a little excess, but because I cut it separately, that's why I have this excess. But nothing spoiled. Just go ahead and trim off the excess you have on the both side. Do you get? So after trimming this off, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start shaping this. So I'm going to place my tape. Right now I am going to divide my bust by 2. I'll make a point there, then I'll measure what I have left. I'll divide it again and mark it. I have 4 inches, then I divided it and marked 2 and I extended the line. I repeated this on the waistline. I always do this on the channel, so if you have been following my video, you will see I always do this on the channel. I'm not going to sew from the armhole line down here first. I'm going to leave like 3 inches space on the down part because we are going to fix our belt later. So right now, as you can see, I repeated the same thing on this other side. You get? So guys, I'll just go ahead and shape it. So whatever you got, place it and mark it on the other side. You get? So guys, this is it. So guys, what I will do now is that I'm going to first of all fold this, before I will start sewing. So guys, this is it. I folded this with 1 inches, both the back and the front. I folded the down part with 1 inches and I made my sewing. Can you see where I stopped? I left 3 inches open. Do you get? I left 3 inches opened. I just stopped at 15 inches. Do you understand? So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to bring my piece, that is the belt. I'm going to fold my belt by 2. I'll go straight to my sewing machine and I will sew this this edge. I'm going to sew this edge, then I'll leave the other edge open and sew the other one for a turn up. So as you can see, I already went ahead to sew this edge. I did not sew the 2 edge. I sewed one, and as you can see, this one is open. So I sewed one edge. I left the other one for turn up. So as you can see, I am not placing it. Go ahead and place your belt like you see me placing it. Go ahead and place yours like you see me placing mine. As you can see, I'll use my pin and hold it. Then I'll go to my sewing machine. I'll start from where I stopped my stitches. I'll start from there and I'll sew this down. I'll sew it all through like this. This is it, guys. I went ahead to sew it and I already turned this up the right side, as you can see. So I went ahead to measure my armhole and I have 8 inches. So this is the hand. I just notched the middle part of my armhole. As you can see, what I have here is not even up to 8, but go ahead and make a slant. Slant it a little bit if you are managing your fabric. So guys, this is mine. I already went ahead to fold this down part. So I'm just going to have to mark my 11 inches for my round sleeve. Go ahead and mark it like this. So after marking this, I'm going to go ahead and do what? Shape it. I'm going to sew this. So this is it, guys. I went ahead to make a stitch. So I'm going to now fix this on my top. I'll turn this the wrong side. Then I'm going to fix this hand. Make sure that your hand, just make sure that your sleeve, where you shaped it, where you stitch it, sorry, just make sure it's very close to this line you shaped your top. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just make sure it's together, make sure it's very close. As you can see, make sure the 2 armholes are very close to each other. Then go ahead and sew it. I'll first of all hold mine with my pin, then I'll go ahead and sew mine. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'll repeat the same thing on this other hand. So guys, as you can see, I'm done sewing and this is it. This is exactly how it looks like. I went ahead as well to fix my zipper. As you can see, they are all beautiful. It's looking so beautiful. And I went ahead to make an iron. Do you get? So I'm going to tie this. So guys, this is our wrapped up. This will be the end of our today's video. If you find this video helpful, kindly subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be notified each time I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.